people come down here and they die daily. They die daily down here, whether it's addiction, whether it's in gun shooting. So many people die down here that they don't even telecast it on the news. The neighborhood that you're standing in now is the English Avenue community, the west side of Atlanta. This community was a very affluent black community back in the 60s. And when this church thrived, this community thrived. When this church left, this community died. Now we're in an area that is what I consider, most consider a valley of dry bones, a place of impossibleness, a place of sex trafficking. It's a heroin neighborhood. It's a place of death where people come and they're caught up and they're bound up in death. So we come down here on Fridays. That's when all the shooting is. That's when all the gang banging is. That's when all the sex trafficking is. We come down here on Fridays to be a part of. We come down on Fridays to be an example of saying, guys, there's a different life. So when people are down here demonstrating one type of life, we're down here demonstrating another type of life. You know, a lot of people don't like gangs, but you wonder why you're not able to tear down a gang. And that's because it is a community. It may be a negative community, but it is still a community where people are looking out for one another. People have one another's back. If somebody has something, then they all have it. If someone has it, they share it with all. And that's not the state of what we consider healthy communities anymore. What we consider a healthy community, nobody even speaks to anyone. If you look at our suburbs, people pull up in their garages and they don't even wave and speak. You know, you don't even know one another. Nobody knows what one another's needs are. People know that we love them because we ask about them. We're part of their community. We care about them. We know where they are. We know who's in prison. We know who's not in prison. We know whoever's gone. We know where you are. Because we're concerned about you. We genuinely love you. We're genuinely in your community. And we're genuinely going to transform this community. They don't understand it, but we do. So the burden becomes on us as Christians, not on them. The burden comes on us. You know, so often in the church, we think about how people don't want to change. They don't want to. But I remember being that same person. And many of you might be that same person. People were coming to you, speaking the gospel to you, and you didn't want to hear it. Remember with us from where we came from and what God has done for you. It will be empowering and encouraging to you, as it has been to me, that all things are possible. We have to stay on the wall. We have to stay in the battle. You know, the devil comes down here and he replenishes his ranks. You know, he continues to bring young girls in. He continues to bring young boys in here and everything. He replenishes the ranks. And so with us, we just continue to stay on the wall. That's when we don't so much worry about even a worship place. We stay on the wall. We stay on the wall. And even if we had this facility in place, even if people were coming in here for worship, we know that we would have to stay on the wall. We stay on the wall.